Hi guys, so today I thought I would just do a little writing vlog and I would focus for today on characterization and character and some helpful tips and tricks. Kind of if you have never written anything before and you kind of want to get your toe dipped in the water, this is some kind of helpful stuff hopefully. So let's just start off with an aesthetically pleasing lookbook, which was very fun to film. This is our outfit today. So the choker is from Primark. These super cute earrings with little roses on them are from, they're actually my mum's, so I have no idea where she got them. The top is from ASOS Collusion. I love this line, it's one of my absolute favourites. It's a super cute crop top with these really nice butterfly sleeves. Then these jeans are from H&M. They're just their mum jeans and they're really nice. They kind of flare in at the waist and they give you a really small waist, which we love. And then the boots are from River Island. I got them in a Boxing Day sale and they were like £3. Best investment, wasn't even an investment because they were only £3. I'm going to focus on character, and the story we're going to focus on today is this one. This is called Double Trouble, and this actually is based off a Jewish myth, and the myth itself is based off this idea that once we are born, we are all born with demonic doubles. And when you're born, it is destined who you are meant to marry, like it's already been decided, and God shouts down to the angels, but demons also appeared, and then the demons make use of this information to arrange for the human to marry the double instead of who God wanted the person to marry. So I basically based it off that and that idea, and what I did in this one is it is based off two characters, Alice and her mum. Her mum loves pageants, has entered Alice into every pageant since she was a wean, loves them. But this particular one is Alice's last pageant and her mother goes mad, essentially. Her mother, is wants her to win so badly and really does love her but doesn't know how to show it, and it turns into something far more sinister, and a demon double is called upon for Alice to win. And it's a lot about that, and that's kind of what I decided to focus and base this one on. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a character card. Now I have kind of already wrote this story, but I realised I haven't done it for this. So character cards are literally just these. So they're little cards with the most basic kind of information and the building blocks, which makes it, if you've never wrote anything before, you've never really written anything, sort of have all the basics, kind of the building blocks on paper in front of you with kind of key questions can be really helpful. So I'll go through that, and after I get them done, then at least I have the information as well. And then we'll actually go into the story and character and amping that up. So what are we going to actually put on the cards? So I actually learned this from a National Youth Theatre masterclass. That's a really good idea if you want to get into writing or anything. There's always loads of masterclasses and stuff in different areas, and even a lot of theatres tend to put them on, so they're a handy way. So what you're going to put on is the name of your character, the age, their location, so who do they live with, who are they around, what do they do, who's most important to them, their objective, their biggest fear, and then a secret that they have. So that's what we're going to do, and again it's just really good for the building blocks, and it's kind of good to have some visual to look at to remind you of who you're actually writing about. So I realised I talked really fast during this bit, blame the Irish in me, so I will just leave this up on the screen, so if you want to screenshot or anything you can. So we have done the two character cards, so I'm just going to go through on them. So we'll go through Alice's mum. So Alice's mum is Julia. She is 45. She lives in a fictional town called Dover. She lives with Alice. She's a stay-at-home mum who also works kind of at a local cashier convenience store. Who does she care about the most? Honestly, herself. What does she want? What's her objective? She wants to make sure Alice wins the pageant, but also to keep Alice with her so she's not on her own. And her biggest fear is being alone. and kind of a secret that she has or kind of harbours is that she doesn't know if she's ever really been happy in her life, so she blames it on other people, and kind of the main element of that blame is towards Alice. So that's basically a really good way. And yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this and I'm going to really focus on the characters, add moments between them, add their own moments, and again it's just going to give another level of characterization, and it's going to make it more interesting to read. You know, you don't want one-dimensional characters who are really flat, and you know, you want them to have different cares and wants and needs, you know what I mean? You want to have that human nature in them. So yeah, and then I will check back and I will also show some examples of some changes I'm going to make. So I'm going to get some coffee first, because I'm addicted, and then yeah, I'll be back in a bit. So I realised that whenever I was editing this that I forgot to press record talking about the changes. But I think it's important to talk about, and I kind of want to give more explanation to what I mean by adding depth instead of just saying it. So here's some pretty flowers. But what I mean when I say add depth to a character is, for instance, I really want to set Alice up as an unreliable narrator, so I make the audience question stuff that she says, and you kind of question like, is she telling the truth? And also set up her mother's delusions and how delusional she is, because then you question, so who actually is telling the truth here, or is Alice's mother, you know, is this actually what's happening, or is it the way Alice is seeing it, and is she relaying it different? So it's that kind of thing. So you're just really kind of getting into specifics of the character and sort of adding in things that, again, just get the themes that you want to get across, and also the type of person that you're trying to get on paper. So before I finish the vlog, I just wanted to show a few other tips and techniques that I use when I'm writing characters, and yeah, just to give me a better insight into who I'm writing and what they want. So the first thing I like to do is big character sheets. So I normally do these on these big A4 sheets and loads of colour, and in them sheets I literally just write words that I associate with characters and what their motives are. So what do they want in a situation, because that will tell you how they will act, and how much someone wants something will really affect the way they go on. And that's just human nature in general, and that's not even in a writing or a novel, that's just people, and it really affects how they act. And again, it's the positive and the negative aspects of the personality, because again, naturality and that comparison is what's going to give you that really kind of two-dimensional character. It's got a lot of meat to it. And then what I like to do is I like to do background research. What I mean by background research is do background questions and facts. So I talk about, or write down, where they went to school, what town did they grow up in, where did they go to uni, how did they meet their significant others, stuff like that. Really just research that again helps you to get to know them better, and just helps you write, again, more meat into the character. And questions, what I normally do with questions is, you can kind of see them up here again, key questions, is, you know, what happened to someone's relationship that two characters go on the way they do, why doesn't one character leave, why do they stay, stuff like that. So it's key questions that arise from, you know, doing this kind of research. And then the final thing I have is what I actually heard in a Jojo Moyes interview, where she talked about her kind of process, and it's background questions. And by character questions, what I mean is character questions that are really simple. So what would they order in a coffee shop? What cinema would they like to go to, and what film would they watch? And then you ask them really simple questions, and then you get into really deep questions. So like, what would they do if they seen someone hitting a dog? What would they do if they seen a child crying on their own? Stuff that really tells you about a person and how they react in a situation. So again, that's just what I like to do, and I do think it helps quite a bit. So this is the end of the vlog. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. See you in my next video.